Welcome to Charlie's Kitchen. Today we're going to make White Castles. Everybody loves White Castles. Down here south of the Mason-Dixon line we have a little critter named crystals. But crystals cannot hold a candle to a White Castle. So I'm going to teach you how to make it. Very simple. We need an onion. We need, in our case, a pound of ground turkey. Now I know they on the website say it's half chuck, half sirloin, but we go for the birds down here. And 1 stick of butter. Some parchment paper. A rolling pin. An industrial chopper, but the one thing we do not need is the cutting board. We're ready to go. And we're going to cut the onion. Get your industrial strength cutter. Put some of the onions on it. Put the chopper on and push. And we do have a nice consistency there of White Castle onions. So we'll do that for the rest of the onion. The next step we'll do is to roll out the turkey. We take our parchment paper. Lay it out. And what we're ultimately going to do here is roll this thing into a 1/4 inch thick patty. Now, in most countries, they take the plastic off of the meat. So we'll do that. And wrestle with it and wrestle with it. There we go. Our meat has landed. We then take other gotta love parchment paper. And this is where I'm going to need my glasses because I cannot see a thing. We just want to roll it to a 1/4 inch thick. And rolling it into a 1/4 inch thick gives you a good opportunity to be in the moment. Stop your thinking about the past and stop your worrying about the future. Just worry about getting a 1/4 inch thickness of meat. Okay, I think we are there. We have our 1/4 inch of meat. Now, what we want to do is we have to make them into those little 2x2 patties, whatever the size of White Castles are. So I found the best way to do that is use a pizza cutter. And then we'll just cut them into our little square patties. Little cute White Castles. And it looks like in this batch of a pound, we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It looks like we're going to get about 28 of these little buggers. Some are real tiny, but some are real perfect. I'm going for the perfect ones right here. I probably get 2, 4, 6, 14 perfect White Castles by doing it this way. White Castles have 5 holes. We have 1, whoops, and I dropped my straw. But anyway, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I find that if you take these little pieces of meat out with a toothpick, you may eat in several hours. That's how you make White Castles. See you next time.
I love White Castle, 'cause it's the best, and it feels so good when it's sitting in your chest. I love White Castle, 'cause it's the best, and it feels so good when it's sitting in your chest.
Well,
Yeah, let me get a sack of 10, a large chicken ring, a fruit punch, some mozzarella sticks, some fish nibblers, some onion chips, no cheese.
There's a place in town that I love to eat, 'cause the food tastes great and the food is cheap. Open 24 hours so you can dine inside, keep you and your boys entertained all night. And the travel to the castle, well, it's always an event. After a night of toasting, boasting, getting bent. If you've never been, well, you wish you would, 'cause 48 cents never tastes so good. Stack of 10 and a large fruit punch, small chicken ring, and that's just for lunch. Well, it's satisfying, and I'm the White Castle King. And if you love White Castle, won't you say it with me?
I love White Castle, 'cause it's the best, and it feels so good when it's sitting in your chest. I love White Castle, 'cause it's the best, and it feels so good when it's sitting in your chest.
Well, I get my burgers, I don't get no cheese, and they go down smooth 'cause they're cooked in steam. I don't want McDonald's, don't want Taco Bell, dethrone the Burger King, send them straight to hell. 'Cause we had an election, I can tell you with perfection that the White Castle win in every dimension. Rock across the land in a cardboard box, straight crave case in it, ain't no phasing it. Girls be making it, parents be hating it, the kids in the lot, well, they be blazing it.
'Cause I love White Castle, 'cause it's the best, and it feels so good when it's sitting in your chest. I love White Castle, 'cause it's the best, and it feels so good when it's sitting in your chest.
It was late one night after a show, and I felt like I'm a joint lyric, Curly and Moe, and the only thing I know that could get me through was a trip to White Castle for some late night food. But I ran out of gas, and I was fresh out of cast, and my heart started singing like the grades in my class. Went looking through the couch, searching the whole house. Seemed like my luck had finally run out, but I found $5 and some pants on the floor. I started walking down I-94, and the vision I had was a burgers in hand, and it got me through the night like nothing else can.
I love White Castle, 'cause it's the best, and it feels so good when it's sitting in your chest. I love White Castle, 'cause it's the best, and it feels so good when it's sitting in your chest.
Don't come at me with that Crystal Burger. Don't come at me with that In-N-Out Burger. And don't come at me with that Burr Burger. I'm not having it.
South Florida White Castles.
Yummy.
Yum, yum.